All right, VV Nation, Ryan here, and welcome to the channel. Now in tonight's presentation, I'm going to bring to you a company that's got great fundamentals and a great space when it comes to its industry. In addition, there's actually some positive news coming out on this stock as of today. Now in today's video, we are going to dive in a few news articles surrounding this position, seeing why I'm currently bullish on it, and in addition, jump into the VectorVest 7 software and see what our proprietary indicators are telling us about this stock. Now the stock I'm telling you about today is going to be Broadcom, symbol AVGO. Now this position here is a huge player in its field. Also, I do want to know if you currently own the stock and what other stocks that you might be interested in me doing a video about. Now, if this is something that you're interested in, stick around and let's get started. Now, the first article I wanted to bring to your attention is the exposure Broadcom has to AI. Now, AI, as we all know, is a growing industry, and there's a lot of momentum behind the stocks in the space right now, and Broadcom is no different. AI is becoming a driver of growth and revenue for this company. So let's take a look at the article. Now we can see here third quarter sales rose 5% year over year. However, networking continues to be Broadcom's growth driver, rising nearly 20% year over year to $2.8 billion. Now this being said, the article also goes into networking houses most of Broadcom's AI exposure with its high-speed merchant silicon and its custom offload processors for Google growing rapidly. All right, here's the news I really wanted to show you. Broadcom finally gets approval of its merger with the VMware deal. Now this should close tomorrow. The holdup was being with Chinese regulators. Now Chinese regulators did finally just approve this merger as of yesterday. Now if I scroll down to this article, there were some concerns going into this merger. Now as we see here, some investors in the companies had feared about the outcome of the deal after reports said last month the rising Sino-US tensions could lead China's regulator to scuttle the deal. Now, it furthermore stated that tensions between Beijing and Washington had mounted after the Biden administration introduced tougher controls on exports of high-end chips to China in October. Now, with all this being said, it looks like the deal did go through, which is positive for the company. So let's jump into the VectorVest 7 system and see how the market is reacting to this news. In addition to that, let's break down the fundamentals of this company by utilizing the power of the VectorVest 7 system. All right, here we've got Broadcom up. You can see it's down today, just under 1%. Looks like the whole market's pulling back right now. Currently trading at 987. We value it at 981. So the company is fairly valued. And for a company to have exposure in AI, to be fairly valued is a rare thing these days. So I do really like that about this company. And additionally, if I scroll over here, its fundamental indicators, RV and RS, are favorable. For those that are new to the channel, these indicators on a 0 to 2 scale, above 1 is favorable, below 1 is unfavorable. The further you get away from 1 speaks to the magnitude of that favor. So you can see here with RV and RS, strong ratings coming in here. So strong fundamentals, 1.36 and 1.44 respectively. And in addition, from a technical standpoint, RT relative timing, looking at that short-term price trend, we can see the magnitude and the favors to the upside right now at 1.31. So its overall VST rating, which is our master indicator of overall value, safety, and timing, comes in at 1.37. Now this is a really high score for the database as a whole. Now we're tracking over 9,000 stocks and a score of 1.37. That's a very good rating for a stock. In addition, this company does have a buy rating and its CI, one of my favorite indicators, looking at price growth persistence, the ability of the company to take a hit and continue to grow. Very strong rating here at 1.77. So you can see Broadcom historically continues to grow. Now, in addition, we do have the GRT, or growth rate in earnings. That's the forecasted earnings growth rate in percent form. So right now, Broadcom is expected to grow its earnings at around 19%. Now that's a phenomenal rating. So let's compare this to the industry standard. Now, if I scroll all the way over to the right, you can see the industry here is electronic semiconductor manufacturing. It is also listed down below. And what I like about down below, it gives us the average. So we take a look here. The average price of a stock is $71. The value comes in at $56. So you can see in this space, a lot of stocks are greatly overvalued. That's a good advantage for Broadcom. In addition, fundamentally RV and RS, the industry standard, just isn't there. You can see both these ratings here below 1. Even the technical, the relative timing here at 1.05, it is favorable, but the magnitude not that strong. Now, if we compare that to Broadcom's here, the RT was at 1.31. So you can see the stock does have momentum to the upside. So you can see simply just comparing it to the industry averages here, Broadcom does outperform the industry as a whole when it comes to its value, RV, RS, RT, even its VST, even the GRT growth rate. So if you're going to pick a stock in this space, this is a great choice. So now let's jump into the graph and see what the price action is trying to tell us. Now I'm going to show you two charts today. The first one here just looks at the company more from a fundamental standpoint. You can see price action here represented by the candlesticks. Look at price action itself, nice lower left to upper right price action over the last 12 months. Just hit a new 52-week high as of yesterday. So we're seeing that momentum continue to the upside. But this green line here, this is what we currently value the stock to be. You can see Broadcom was undervalued for quite some time over the past 12 months. However, just in the last week, it has become fairly valued. You can see price action and the green line start to converge together. Now, on a positive note, we can see that value is on the rise over the last week. In addition, price action is following suit. Now down below, we do have our EPS. This is forecasted earnings per share. It's the leading 12-month forecast. You can see a nice increase in its earnings per share, nice stair-step fashion from lower left to upper right. So from a fundamental standpoint, this is a great company. It was undervalued. Price action finally met value, so now it's fairly valued. Now, in conjunction to that, this company is able to grow its forecasted EPS, which is a positive sentiment for this company. All right, here's Broadcom over the last 6 months here. I do have a 3 and 8 day exponential moving average, the 8 day being the yellow line, the 3 being the orange dotted. In addition, I do have a 20-day exponential moving average represented by this teal shaded in line here. Now, if we just take a look at price action, you can see back over the summer price action having huge momentum to the upside here, and then finally channeling out here. You can see the top of this channel around 920, while the bottom of the channel came in around 816. However, 2 weeks ago, price action did break above to the outside of this channel here, and price action continues to go higher. We're seeing the 3 stay above the 8 day exponential moving average. In addition, the 3 and 8 are above the 20-day exponential moving average. All of this is just confirming the bullish momentum. Now, if I'm going to use this as a trade, I would like to see the 3 and 8 stay above that 20-day exponential moving averages. Otherwise, if I'm looking more a buy and hold strategy, you do see that the buy recommendation is currently given right here. If this switches to a hold rating, that would be your first warning that the stock is losing momentum to the upside. Now, after looking at the news, the chart, the analysis, Broadcom looks like a winner. We saw in the VectorVest 7 system where it definitely outperformed its peers in the semiconductor manufacturing industry. In addition to that, big news coming out. There were a lot of worries when it came to this merger with VMware. However, Chinese regulators did approve the deal, so I see a lot of upside potential when it comes to this company. Now, if you found this video informative and useful, please don't forget the like button and subscribe to our channel. Good night. Happy holidays here from VectorVest. Ryan, just want to give you a quick shout out and let you know that the VectorVest 7 software is going to be on sale this Black Friday for only 99 cents. Now, this will give you mathematical formulas to put you on the right side of the market so that way you can make money. Now, if you want to take advantage of this, just visit VectorVest.com/Black Friday. Now, in addition to this, I have been saying for the last several weeks while the market's been pulling back to educate yourself so that way when opportunities present themselves, you can be on the right side of the market. Now, if you want to take advantage of courses up to 70% off, please visit VectorVest.com/holiday courses.